Hey, suits. Women to be all their clothes. Bend over to the front and
Touch your toes.
What's going on, everybody? We are here. We are back at you again. This is Los Amigos Podcast.
And we are
number one.
fucking here again.
First one.
Yes,
Number
bitches.
uno.
It's number one. We are here. Joined next to me, to my left, is my good friend George,
How's it going, guys?
the
JP.
Annihilator. We
Up.
have Dave to the right,
David.
Comb King, and
What are these nicknames, Dylan?
and your host Dylan Booyaski Daddy Barbosa.
Bye.
Bang.
Don't like that. Don't like that.
I don't know.
We
if
don't have a soundboard yet, so we're gonna come up with our own sounds as
Just
things
say
As
it.
the podcast progresses.
Yeah, it was
Ding.
an extremely low budget podcast.
Yeah. But other than that, we're here. We're back at you. We're at episode 1. This is exciting. This is good times.
Yeah.
First one.
First, it's gonna be interesting.
Get ready to get your ears thoroughly harassed.
Andre, our in studio engineer just passed us his phone
Very nice. We got
with a soundboard app, and
Yeah.
I don't. Oh, here we go. I don't like
We gotta
this. I don't like this one bit.
That's in case nobody laughs at our joke.
Never our audience to laugh
Yeah,
at
we'll
it.
just give ourselves an audience at this point.
Give ourselves a pat on the back. Okay. So what are we talking about? I don't know. We have.
we came prepared.
Yeah, we came real prepared. George was talking about time travel
Yeah,
at
that
one
was the
point.
topic I wanted to bring up. Like, the question is, like, if you could go back in time to any place in
Mhm.
time of Earth, where would
Of
you
Earth.
go?
Of Earth.
In Earth.
Can't do Mars.
You can't go anywhere else.
Yeah.
It has to be in Earth.
Damn it.
Like, where would you go? Would
well,
you go
first of all, I'm gonna just
prehistoric?
say this right now.
Where wouldn't you go?
So let me just bring this up right now. Do you think we'll ever hit time travel potential in the future? Like, do you
Not
think humans?
backwards.
No, not
Forwards
backwards.
for easy.
Like, I
Forwards
mean,
is
why haven't
possible.
I come back to myself to tell myself
Exactly.
that, like, hey,
Right. Like if
We're
future
good.
time travel is.
exists?
Well, I get what you're saying, but
Like, what if you, like, so my theory is that, like, what if you need, like, a relay station where, like, you know, you could only go back whenever you create the time travel. So you could only go back to time travel where you created time travel.
Oh.
No, don't say
that,
like, don't say like you
that
guys
was
get me.
extremely confusing.
yeah.
So,
that
like, you
shit
make,
made
like,
no
a relay
sense,
station.
truthfully.
So, like, you know, where you time travel back to the place where you made it. That's
Okay.
that's the limit because you can't
You
go.
can't go.
You can't go back.
You can't go to 1942.
Like I can't go back to the Great Depression,
No. and
Why would you
just-
want to?
kick some cans over,
Yeah, kick some cans.
Kick some
don't
cans
help
and
the Great
rocks.
flash
Depression.
my like Rolex watch. Like you guys are poor.
Yeah.
You don't have a Rolex watch, Dylan?
You're right. I am poor. I would be sitting at the side of the street with my cardboard box, like looking for work.
Looking for 10 cents.
Yeah, help.
Help me, please. Yeah, so the Great Depression is definitely not where I would go if I could travel
Yeah,
back
so
in
where
time.
would you guys go if, let's say,
Let's say like the sci-fi travel back in time situation was in the
Yep.
worked.
Mhm.
Where would you guys go?
where would you go, Dylan?
Yeah, let me hear it.
I probably like back to like the 1800s. I think that's a good time
Why?
because like at the 1800s, like things were kind of advanced. Things were already starting to get pretty chill.
Wild
Like,
West.
it was cool. Like they started inventing shit. Like everybody was getting a little bit more educated. Like it's not the 1700s where it's like, you know, you had to reload your musket every time
Oh,
you
yeah,
shot.
fuck that.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
was a
Like
good
that's
time.
and they lived off of like gas lamps and stuff. Like,
No.
and I don't know if
Military
they-
tactics in the 1700s were terrible.
For their time,
we
they
could
were.
get a historian on this podcast and debate that.
Please.
He'd hit you with General Custard's like
Are you kidding
war
me?
tactics, dude. I don't know.
They were just facing each other like, yo,
That's pretty cool though,
it's ballsy.
because that's
It's
where
not
like real
ballsy.
men were made. You know what I mean? Like that's where you knew if you were a man or not. Like you'd have the guys hiding behind the trees with the drums. Dun, 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 dun,
The
dun,
war
dun,
drums.
dun, dun,
Oh,
dun,
yeah,
yeah.
the worst position.
playing Metallica.
That's not Metallica.
I don't think they.
That's fine. Could be Metallica if they ever recorded
They
that.
wouldn't know. How would they know?
Yeah.
The drummer boy is easily the worst position
Yeah,
in a job
You just
in
get shot at
ever
and you have to keep
all
playing.
existence.
Yeah.
You
But
could.
that's fucking rock though.
It's definitely metal.
You have the
as
coolest
fuck.
army if you got a drummer boy on the field.
But it's just so like obvious that we're coming in.
Like the
I
Mad
guess.
Max type of.
Oh.
The guitar player.
My man.
That is the ballsiest.
First of all, he was blind, I think.
Yeah, he
like he had
couldn't see
he had a
straight.
bandana over his eyes
definitely
with a
couldn't see
twin neck
straight.
guitar.
As like they're
ripping
rushing
it.
on.
Like-
to, like
stacks of amps
tied
behind him.
to some chains.
Like he was flying around.
Yeah.
That guy was fucking crazy.
Give me an application to that job.
That job, I feel like if you fuck up though, you would get slaughtered by
If you miss a
the
note?
main
I think-
guy, whatever his name is, Scary Face.
Max, the main character. He
Max.
physically beats you.
I think if we ever get into World War III, I'd want that position.
I
Like
don't
on a
guitar
tank.
Yeah, as like
I
nukes
can't
are
play
flying
guitar for
past
shit.
you.
But if I'd learn just for
While the tank is
just
shooting
if that was a
off,
position available in the army.
I don't know. I don't think there's like a tactical advantage to having that.
War drums, man.
I don't think so.
Instill
Maybe fear. Yeah.
or confusion.
fear and confusion.
They'll be
Is
like,
that
wait
drums?
a second. They'd be wait a second.
They'd be like, wait a second, are they ambushing us
Hold your
secretly?
fire.
Oh wait,
hold your
they're
fire,
coming.
Johnson. Hold your fire. Do you hear that? Okay. Is there a concert around here? Did we miss the show? Wait, what are we doing? And then it's just
It's Dylan on top of a tank.
fire. Just bullets just popping out of nowhere. That's how you win wars.
No, I don't know, man.
That's how you win wars.
That's how they won in the past.
Yeah, they had the drummer guy take the bullets for them.
But yeah, like I was saying about these 1800s though,
Uh-huh.
like I feel like it's a cool time to be around. Like everybody's getting smarter. People are making money, you know, like
Bandits.
industry is coming up. You got skyscrapers first showing up, I think. I don't know.
Maybe. I don't like
Could
steel?
be a thing.
Steel
Was steel around?
I don't know. We are
in the
definitely
1800s?
not good enough.
You're
not
Not smart
educated
enough to
enough.
talk about
Honestly,
this.
were they still in horses and carriages?
Yeah,
probably,
those like
right?
Yeah.
Wild West situation.
Like Pride and Prejudice kind of stuff. Like
Maybe.
okay,
You could have easily researched this, but
Yeah, we
Yeah.
could have. We have a computer right here. But nah. It's way funner to
to
just
just speculate and just have
come up with our own history.
yeah, fuck it.
no historical background.
There's Jack the Ripper
He's a good guy.
He
No?
wasn't. I mean, he was all right.
ripping beats
Oh,
at night
damn.
because he was a DJ.
Was he a DJ at night?
Jack the Ripper.
I just googled it.
It
He
could
was-
have been
he
a
was
great
DJ at
DJ
night.
name if he wasn't an
Yeah.
absolute serial
It
killer.
was an
And
awful.
and he's such an asshole because he ruined that DJ name for everybody in the future.
He didn't even know.
Nobody could have the name Jack the Ripper, which
'Cause he
is so
slaughtered
cool.
people.
Yeah, you could be like Greg the Ripper, but
Not
then you're
that.
kind of
That's
lame.
kinda
That sounds
Greg.
really lame.
Greg the Ripper kind of sucks.
I don't really fuck with Greg.
His
the
last
Ripper.
set was trash.
At Abyss.
Yeah, all I did was play into a kazoo.
So you're not a DJ anymore.
Yeah, well, he
That
tried.
is, I mean, he's a kazoo player, and that's not the best job to have.
No. But yeah, it was cool. Like 1800s sounds.
Alright, so 1800s is where Dylan would go.
Like I'd
David.
be like with Thomas Edison and shit, and like we'd be chilling,
I don't
and
know
making
about
electricity and
Thomas Edison. Okay.
phones and stuff, and like racking in mad poon. You know what I mean?
It's all
1800s poon.
all about the poon, I guess. In the
1800 poon. Yeah.
I'm saying like the 1800s would be cool because of the Wild West. And
So
like
you'd go there.
badass.
You'd go to 1800s.
I
too,
just
David?
be a bandit. It would just be so easy.
They would be the bandit. Okay?
Just
Dave
a
the
deal.
Bandit.
I'd just
I like
be.
to see.
It would just be too easy. I'd just be too like slick with it, and I'd easily just
Robbing trains.
rob trains, the Calvaries,
Calvaries.
become the new sheriff of towns by
Wait, I thought you were
killing
the
the other.
bandit.
Yeah,
No,
that's
but
true.
I-
You can't just
I
upgrade
took
your-
over the town,
So-
so I'm the new sheriff in
Okay,
town. That
sure.
type. I would say that line when I would do it.
Mhm.
So yeah, I think I would do that too, because it would just be riding on horseback. Everyone would be good at a gun.
You'd be playing at like Wild West shows, shooting tin cans.
Two tin cans and the
Billy
sharpshooter.
the Kid, sideshows, like traveling with a circus posse.
Exactly.
That'd be pretty cool.
The only part
be
would-
cool,
even
but
though-
it's just super dangerous because like
Oh,
you have to worry
it's
about
the-
other bandits, and-
Scorpions. You
and
gotta worry about
actual
scorpions.
sheriffs.
Yeah, the rattlesnakes. Rattlesnakes suck because there's
In your
probably no
boots.
anti-venom back then.
No, you get bit.
You
by
got
a
bit by the
rattlesnake.
laziest animal, and you're just like, well,
They always have those doctors that have like the cure
The
for like,
elixirs.
everything.
yeah,
Like
they
the
slap you.
Miracle
They slap you in the
movies.
wrist a couple times. They
Like,
piss
oh,
on
this
your
is the cure
forehead.
for-
flick the tip of your dick a little bit.
if
They're
I
like,
got-
this is okay. How you feeling?
If I got stung by a rattlesnake and my doctor started pissing on my forehead,
Yeah.
I'd be the maddest man in
Yeah,
town.
but you'd be in the 1800s. You'd know no better. You'd be
You'd be
like,
like,
this
"Nah,
is
it's
this
alright."
seems. I think I feel it.
Yeah, no, like it's
Like,
definitely working.
I'm
it's
feeling
warm.
better now. Thanks, doctor.
The swelling.
So come back 3 times a week for piss sessions. Yeah, I'll pay for this.
That's a sus doctor. He's
Yeah.
a suspicious man.
Mm.
But like you would have everyone would. The only part that would really honestly suck about the Wild West is that you would probably get like challenged to a duel.
Yeah,
More often than you want.
Your manhood would be on the line all the time.
Every time. I feel like that's such a. I feel like that's one of those things that's like such a risk that you don't expect to
All the
happen.
Wild West bitches are looking.
Yeah.
They're looking like I am not gonna sleep with this guy
If he
if he
loses,
loses this duel. He's
because
gonna
he's
be
dead.
I wonder
trash.
how many people like cheat in those, because like if you cheat,
Yeah, I cheat.
you get away with it. That's
There's
it.
no
What are you
integrity.
gonna do?
Like
yeah.
you just cheat, and then it's like, all right, he's dead. Like it's over. Like I won. What, you guys are gonna?
Aren't you supposed to shoot him in the kneecap? Wasn't that like the rule?
There's a rule.
I thought it
feel
was just
this is Wild West.
just shoot
It's
him.
Wild West. You can do whatever you want. When I'm shooting, and if I got a
Aim
guy
for the head.
aiming at me with a gun, I don't care where I'm shooting him. I'm just.
This as quickly as possible. Boom. Oh,
Oh,
right in your eye. All right.
Oh man, that guy's
I
not
don't
coming
know,
back.
man. Like I try to shoot for his kneecap, but
I just missed completely.
it's all right. It'll be okay.
What about you, George?
That's funny, because you guys would
Oh.
go to the 1800s. I would go to before humans were even here.
That's dumb.
Oh, why would you
Like,
do that?
so
Like
dumb.
chaos on Earth? Like it's not
no,
even stable.
No, not that.
Like
that
the
far
atmosphere
back.
is
but like before
Phosphorus.
the dinosaurs, like right when dinosaurs were coming in, I'd be there, just like one with the dinosaurs, but like
What?
slightly before, so like not enough time for like T-Rexes to be around, like nothing like gigantic,
So like little insect
Oh.
things.
but like
the first fish walking on land type of stuff.
no,
Like
this is like during
George
the
would be that
dinosaur.
fish walking on land.
It's just
Yeah.
my head. I'm like a frog, like a salamander. Here I am.
coming out like, yo, man, what's going on around here?
What would you do for fun?
But no, like I would just like tame animals and like just
Tame.
just like ride them.
What?
George is gonna like tame gigantic mosquitoes and bees
Or
and
like
things.
salamander.
But
like,
here's the problem with that. Yeah, okay, let's say you tame something cool. Nobody will be around to see how cool you are with
Yeah,
these
'cause
tamed animals.
no one
Only
said-
the other animals that.
And they don't give a shit if
They
you're
don't
cool.
care.
I don't care. Like I'm riding this.
Oh, you're just doing it for
giant
yourself.
Salamander slash.
It's for your own self
Yeah.
gratification. You're like,
so
damn, I
can
feel
ride
cool.
Some almost dinosaur.
Off we go, Humberto. Into the
And I
into,
named
the,
them, yeah.
into the sunset.
What would be
It's
your
just
squad?
me and you.
What
It's
would
a
be?
giant salamander.
That's it.
You gotta,
That's how it sounds like.
you gotta feed him before he eats your toes and shit.
They're absolutely vicious. There's like
Yeah.
horns everywhere.
It's ridiculous.
It's like imagine riding on like, although this is kind of going a little bit further into the future, but like riding a raptor or like
No.
a turtle.
Dude, this
They're
isn't.
so
giant
aggressive.
turtle.
This isn't
All right,
Ark.
but like I tamed it.
This isn't Ark Survival Evolved,
Yeah,
George.
we're not
You
plug-
can't-
we're not plugging that game either because we tried it a couple times and maybe we'll play it on our Twitch stream.
Listen,
That seems
Dylan's
like-
being really humble, but let's be honest. He cracked the whip on me and George trying to get all
It
the
was like- it was like
supplies
slavery.
for
You know,
for
for those
his
of you-
buildings.
For those of you who don't know what Ark Survival Evolved game, it's an open world sandbox type game with dinosaurs, and you can check it out. It's on Steam and I believe Xbox and PS1.
We are not
PS1.
sponsored
It's
by.
on the PS1.
We're not sponsored by Ark.
Right. But yeah, maybe we'll play that on a Twitch stream. But the premise is you tame these dinosaurs, you ride them around, you build up clans, and you just fight each other and act silly.
Get like the biggest tribe. Try
Yeah.
to rule the
So I think this is where George is getting his inspiration from.
most
Yeah.
likely. But I mean, it wasn't just for the taming aspect. It was
You
really
talk
just to
about giant
see
turtles, George.
The giant turtles. That'd be cool.
I'd go back if you're gonna go back to that point in history. I'd go back to where like hunter-gatherer societies just started and just be that president of that society and just rule these group of humans.
You'd have to be the macho male for that, though.
for real.
Yeah, you really
So
got to.
you'd
You got
have
to.
to-
I know tools. I know how to make tools.
That's true.
You got to beat
They're
a
over
lot
here.
of people.
They're over here flinging their shit at each other,
Like
and
rocks. They're throwing rocks
Yeah, they're
at
like
people.
pelting rocks from like down the way, and you're
You
just
made,
like,
like,
all
your
right, I
spears.
see you.
So, what weapon would you need if it was just a stabby weapon or like a melee weapon? What would it take to
A
conquer?
trident.
A trident?
I'd just make a trident, and they'd just be like, I can't fuck with that. Like, not only is it a spear, but it's three
Three
spears
spears.
on one spear,
Yeah, it's
and
like
how do you block that?
you can't.
You
can't.
imagine
you
if,
get
like-
stabbed at every angle.
You imagine if you're a gladiator, and like the other gladiator you have to fight comes out with a trident.
Yeah,
Like, how do you counter that?
No,
How do you plan for that?
I'd be more afraid of the gladiator that came out with nothing but bare fists.
He's got nothing to lose.
Because I know that guy has won many duels already. If he's just
there.
if he's just there with some fists,
He doesn't care about anything,
I'd
yo.
be like, oh fuck.
Oh man.
Well,
Oh man, all these people are counting on
so
me.
I'm
what,
like
what I'm gonna
filled
do is I'm just gonna run
I'm
around.
covered in armor and a trident. Oh man, what am I gonna do with this guy with his bare
He
fist?
still kills you. Like,
Yeah, I'd be so afraid.
Well,
of
he'd
that
probably steal your trident.
why hasn't he been
Like-
freed?
man.
He's clearly been through some battles. Why hasn't the emperor or king or whatever freed the man?
That must be a time period to either like if you're going back in time, that one's a hit or miss time period to like
All right.
ancient civilizations like the Egyptians and the Greeks and stuff. Because I feel like if you were rich, best time of your life,
Easily.
amazing.
Everything you
But
want.
if you were poor,
Worst time.
fuck, don't even like just die now.
Just
like
die. Alright,
Because you're
end
gonna
it
die in
now.
50 minutes. Like,
yeah, you're either gonna get cracked with a whip or traded into slavery
gladiator.
or die of like the common cold because there's
Well,
just
yeah, the diseases were really like rampant there because I mean, I know that the Romans they had like a decent sanitation. They managed to have like tunnels to bring in water into like their city. So I mean, and I'm pretty sure they
Not
had
smart for that.
slash toilets like of
Like the
of their
aqueducts,
time.
right?
Yeah.
no, that's what that is.
Well,
Yeah,
the
kinda.
aqueducts is they had like their own tunnel to bringing in water to their people, and I know that they also had like, I mean, I know for Roman, well, I don't know, but I'm pretty sure that for Romans they kind of treated like the people with somewhat decency
Right.
and respect. Where,
Oh.
like everyone got food,
Mm-hmm.
but I mean it's the ancient times, so like the
They got a little bit
diseases
of
and
food.
sicknesses like are obviously always.
I
something to
know.
worry
I
about.
know. I heard a rumor about the Greeks that they just screw each other silly. Like
Yeah.
even the guys, they just be
everyone-
doing each other.
Everyone's
yeah.
fucking in that
I
party.
don't know if I want to go back to that time period, no
You have
matter
no
how
choice.
cool that is. Ooh,
You might get some
yeah.
genitalia up in areas that you don't want.
Sophocles is coming up to me
That's a Sophocles.
Almost.
with 2 fingers, and he's like, "Hey,
And
Hey,
he's
hey.
giving you the signal.
come over here. We're gonna go pray to Apollo, and
Diddle you.
while you're bending forward, I'm gonna stick these 2 fingers
Oh Jesus.
right up your
Christ.
ass."
All right, yeah, let's change this. Let's change
Anyway.
this as quickly as possible.
But
Oh, man.
no, the Greeks, yeah, I think that's my favorite of the ancient civilizations are the Greeks. Like, just they're just so cool. They have cool history.
Cool
They've
hair.
cool
Mad
hair.
gods. They got mad
all
gods.
buff, like just in shape.
That's what I
people.
picture.
Always.
I picture all of them.
Rad
being-
as hell. Like,
Have you seen 300?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone
Dude,
is
come,
just like
could
that.
you imagine going up against that army? Like you're the other guys. You see
Yeah.
you see 300 brawlic dudes just
Mhm.
ready to murder you,
Mhm.
and they've only trained to murder. They've done all they've done
they'll
in
rape
life.
you.
from like teenagers.
They've just murdered. That's all they
Yeah,
did.
I think that's, and then like they have the cool gods, like
Like,
oracle-
the mythology is really
Zeus,
cool.
Yeah,
behind it.
all of that is just they were well ahead of the game.
They got
in
the
terms
oracles.
of getting their shit together. Like they were pretty cool. They had good philosophers that came up with some really
With,
cool
like, that's-
stuff. Their
well,
math, I think their math was really good. Something like
They're-
that.
I don't
like,
know.
they're-
There's
no,
something
like, they're-
about constellations. I
They're
don't know.
like
Something with the stars.
medicine was pretty advanced for the time. Like,
Yeah.
they had some pretty good technology, not technology, but like medicine of their time. Like some of it was, they had some pretty wacky stuff,
Yeah.
but like
Maybe next week we'll come back with some facts about
Yeah.
the
well
Greeks
maybe
that we know
have our-
more about
with
because
actual research.
Although we have our in-house historian George on
Yeah,
in like
definitely.
in the
We've-
studio.
We've got our like middle school knowledge on Greek civilization for you guys. So next week we'll come back with some facts. But
We won't.
So what else? What else we got here for?
well, that was
for-
the time. Well, this all brings us back to the time travel topic we had.
Oh yeah, okay.
But
little
I don't
sidetrack
know.
from there.
I kind of would you want to go to your future? Would you want to see your
Right,
future?
if you can go.
I think it'd be just lame, you know. I think it'd be fun just to see if like.
Disappointed.
I'm just scared of it, just
You're
sucking.
just in like a shitty apartment.
Yeah, you're just
It's
doing
just
like
dirty.
normal life, no flying cars, none of that exciting shit. I think it would be cool as hell to go like way beyond
But-
into the future where you're not alive anymore,
Okay.
but society has advanced to a point where like
It's
It's-
destroyed itself.
yeah, to a point where it's just like Mad Max. Full circle on
Full
that
circle on
shit.
Mad Max and guitar
And
slinging.
then you
Let's-
still end up
homies.
playing the drums.
You still the drummer
Yo,
boy.
either
Damn,
way,
full circle.
No matter
3,000 years in the future, you still got drum dudes and
And
sweet guitar solos.
so what if like that is like so the cycle, right?
Okay.
The cycle we're talking about. What if there's already been a cycle before? You know, what if there's already been an advanced society or civilization?
Wouldn't we have known about it though?
Would
On
we?
Earth, because
Well, there's this,
we seem to be dating back things, as far as a couple million years. Like we know what's been around here. We don't want to get into aliens. I think that's a topic for another day.
That's
when we're
another-
well rehearsed on getting our facts together. But
Yeah, for sure.
I think
I
we're the start of a loop of a technological future and a couple generations of more advanced humans. But that's all relative, right? Because we can say that back then, to those humans, they were the most technologically advanced.
Yeah.
You see what I'm
the
saying?
people who are making
It is still
spears,
kind of like a
Exactly.
cycle.
excellent weapons for hunting and
They just-
gathering.
They all did get destroyed, and it is kind of a cycle. But that's because they didn't know the technology we have. You know what I'm saying? They had technology of their own, but it wasn't that advanced as our technology. But they still died out. You
Right.
know what I mean?
Like they got wiped.
and then a new thing came along, new
it's
civilization
kinda-
came
Speaking
along.
of that, what do you think that technology is gonna make in the future? Like, do you think that we're gonna have crazier
Well,
things?
Hinting on what Dave just said, how the future with flying cars, or whatever, they already have a flying car. That
airplane
did you see it? I don't know what it's called, and maybe I'll bring it up
in
Do
Dubai,
we got
right?
an
Or no?
article that we
Is
can
it in
look up?
Dubai?
if we have an article.
They have
It's
self-driving.
Yo, Andre, pull up
taxi.
an article.
actually what it is. They're selling. It's gonna be around $3 million, and it's a car that you can drive it on the streets, but it also has wings that you can,
And that,
you need a
pulls out,
pilot
right?
license, and you can actually fly it.
There's actually a few companies that are coming up
Yeah.
with a bunch of flying cars.
There's a couple flying cars coming out, and it's that seems like something that we could see in the next 30, 40 years. You know what I mean? Like,
But is it convenient?
well,
Yeah, it'd be super convenient.
how the hell do you make sky roads? You
Wait,
know what I
How
mean?
do you get
Like,
sky laws?
how do you get sky permits?
What happens if you get in an
Sky
accident?
police? You need a sky police.
Oh, sky cops.
yeah,
they're the
could you imagine getting
worst.
pulled over by sky
God
cops?
damn. I'm flying
you're
at
you're
90
flying too
miles
high.
per hour, and the sky cop.
You hit that. You dodge skyscrapers and shit in
Right.
New York and stuff.
Like, how's he even gonna get out of the car to give me the ticket? right?
just
That's
nails
a
it to
great
you.
question. Like, how am I even gonna pull over? Like,
he's just
what he's gonna do is he's gonna have a ticket gun, and he's
He's
gonna
just
shoot it
shoot
through
you
my
with it?
window, and it's gonna be like, well, swerve.
Thanks,
Fuck you,
cop.
officer. Sky cop. These goddamn sky cops.
That would
Think
be a
they're so
thing though
cool.
in Star Wars. Like they have those.
Okay.
They have those
Oh, like the
spaceships
dudes
flying.
on like the flying Segway kind of stuff.
You see in transition. It's like in the newer episodes of Star Wars where they're in the city and the transition shows a bunch of vehicles flying.
Conveniently at the right altitude.
And all the yeah, exactly.
Everything has rules, but there's
Yeah,
no
that's
guidelines. Like, how do you
strange.
know if you're flying too high or
Everyone
flying too
is
low?
like this. They're all perfectly they know the rules, but there's imagine that, but then there's a cop entity involved. How does that happen? What do you do? How do you
can't.
deal
Just
with that?
pull back to land, and then it's like, all right,
Pull
Dang.
back to land.
You gotta
Yeah.
to the land.
land.
Ah.
All right. Do you know how high you were flying? Oh
No.
no, sorry.
Sorry, officer. I didn't
Officer,
see.
I made a left at the pigeon that was flying. And, I didn't want to hit it, and I kind of just swerved.
Sorry about that, officer.
$90 ticket, 500 points. 500 points.
You can't fly anymore. You have to drive. You're the only one driving
Damn,
on the
you're
street.
the only loser on the roads. Okay, so my man Andre, our IT specialist here, pulled up a cool-looking flying car
Says
made by
Slovakia's Aeromobile unveils its $1.2 million flying car in Monaco.
Yeah, so this is what I was talking about.
That's
It's got the front of a
crazy.
car and the back of a plane.
Do you know how
Some
strong
wings.
that engine must be?
Citing
It's pretty insane, and
have
it's,
to have a
and I think,
decent
and there's
engine to
videos
pull
of it
up.
actually. I believe there's videos of it flying, and you need a pilot's license for it. But this is a very realistic future, that we'll be seeing some crazy things like this. I don't want. Well, I'll tell you what I don't want.
Let me know.
I don't want the cars that turn into submarines because fuck the
Nah.
water.
Unnecessary.
No, fuck
Unnecessary.
that.
I gotta cross the river. When else would I use it?
Ugh, let's say if
Gotta
you're
dodge
telling me to
octopuses.
travel from here to Europe, not in a submarine
no,
car with the
dude.
family,
Could you imagine
With
how
your
much?
kids.
with the kids in the back.
Could you imagine what it's gonna smell like
Ugh.
in that? Ew.
How,
Like,
how
it's
do you
like
do bathroom breaks? Like, do you just
you just piss out the
Yeah.
little
there's
hole.
there's a little hole, and you just stick your dick outside of it, and you just kind of just let it loose.
The women are kind of screwed.
Yeah,
though.
women,
Just put in like
you
a
gotta
bottle.
siphon.
Gotta get a tube.
You gotta get a tube and just siphon it out the car.
Oh no.
Sorry, ladies. This is just the realistic future that's going on
The
here.
real-
You get
realistic.
attacked
This will
by
happen.
octopuses.
This is gonna happen to you. So get your
Octopi.
tubes
You
ready.
have to like dodge sharks and giant
Octopuses.
squids.
Yeah, like you gotta fight off and like
Unknown
like,
creatures.
like others, like fucking submarine pirates.
Submarine pirates.
Pirates, those are real.
Like they're just haunting
Those are
the
real
ocean.
threats.
Yeah, because now they all have access
Like now,
to it.
now that we could all get them,
The pirates are
we could
gonna
all
be
jack
under...
each other in the middle of the ocean, like,
Oh my god!
Ah.
Could you imagine?
and
how
then
annoying
submarine
that would
cops
be?
too.
So of course you're gonna get the submarine cops pulling you over.
God damn it!
How do they give you the ticket?
You gotta pull off in a trench or something.
You gotta pull.
You gotta go back to sea level. Like
Gotta go to sea level. They like jump
He's-
from their
he
submarine.
comes out
to-
scuba diving out.
there's like a little.
Scuba.
There's
They're
like a little
"God, look
police
at this
port."
nerd.
Oh, he's in a scuba gear.
Yeah, he
That's
like
tough.
he has a mic and he's
Yeah.
like connected to your car.
Like, hey, you know you did wrong.
knocks
there,
at your window.
Oh
Alright.
Jesus!
Do you know how fast you were going?
buddy. Why does he sound? bloop, 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 bloop.
He's-
Like you don't
he's
know what
drowning.
he's saying.
He's
like
actually
he's
drowning.
drowning. You're like, yo, truthfully, like I'd save you, but I don't want this ticket. I gotta be out.
It seems like your fault for not having your equipment right.
You just speed off. This man's drowning.
Oh jeez.
But that's a cool future.
Speaking of like household flying objects, there's like this thing that I saw a gif of it on like Reddit. There's like a guy, and it's like a Flintstones-esque situation where their like feet are sticking out of, it's like a little plane, right? So but their feet are sticking out of the bottom, and you run off, and it's like a plane, so you have like the wings out, and so you're inside of this plane and you're running out off a cliff with this thing on, like while you're in this thing, and you could just jump off of a cliff, and you're in like a airplane sort of thing.
And it glides.
It's like a glider, really, but it's really.
I don't know.
Could you?
I wouldn't trust anybody on that.
I think it would be extremely fun
Mm.
and terrifying if you ever did something like that.
I think along the lines, like anyone who's listening that's an engineer, you guys got to come up with this.
Yeah, like you need to do
This,
it
I want to see this
by next year.
Yeah, your homework.
This is your deadline.
This is your homework. I need to see bicycles that I could pedal into the air, and just have flying bicycles. Like
How fast do you need to be pedaling?
just make it happen. I don't care how it happens. Like I said, let's see that happen. Because if I could get a bicycle with like 3 people on it, and we're just rolling down the street, and then all of a sudden we start taking flight.
That's it.
That's
Dude,
it.
I think that would be
we show up
hilarious.
at the party.
Of course, we're always at the party.
We're always going to the party.
I'm always partying.
We've been drinking.
Always, obviously,
We're on
drinking.
this bike and we're just flying through, throwing beers down the street
Oh,
at
jeez.
cars under us.
Nice. That's good. And then watch out for the cops.
Watch out
Watch
for the bicycle.
the flying bicycle police.
Always got to be cops. Man. Always try to ruin our good
They're
time.
always there. You gotta watch out, son.
But that's what I'd love to see. That I would see flying bikes. Like to me, that's a cool idea.
I think that would be extremely
Very exhausting. Like, what if you just stop pedaling?
Yeah.
You just plummet to your doom, or
Well, they got to make it easy.
oh,
They got to
it's-
make it
It's gotta
accessible.
glide.
Yeah,
It's
you
gotta
gotta-
glide, George.
You got to give
You got,
some,
like, you got little like wings coming out, so
some
that
give and go. You
you
know what I
glide.
mean? Yeah.
All right.
I don't know how you
And then
do
like
it.
a bird comes and attacks you, and then
Well, we take it
Yeah.
back. We take it to the party.
You fight the bird.
Yeah.
Winner takes all.
yeah, your life, and then you're just there.
Well, that's
I,
all right.
Dead bird in my hand. I won.
Yeah, you won. You
Bring it to the
survived
party.
the
Hey,
Hey, bring it
skies.
to the party.
That's the threat of the skies now. That's what you have to live with.
Yeah. Flocks of pigeons.
Speaking of threats,
I want to hear it.
Uh-oh.
geese.
Eh.
Those things are like if you're flying in there, and like now you got to compete with them because they see you in their territory, which is the air.
Oh,
You think geese would really get upset?
Well, I mean they get upset on land.
those dudes
They
got.
get upset.
Did you ever
They
see
do.
videos of
Geese get upset on land for sure.
They have like triangle formations in the sky though.
V
They
formation?
got strategy,
They're
and we don't
squadrons.
have strategy like that.
So now they see
They'd
you up
hit
in
you
their
left flank.
territory.
Mm-hmm.
You think they're gonna be nice?
I don't think
I
so.
hope.
Exactly.
I don't think they're gonna be nice at all. I think
Like,
they're gonna
is
start
that Dylan
pecking.
riding?
Well, that's why you need a sword on you or something.
Definitely.
Yeah, you
maybe
need-
a trident. You gotta bring the trident.
Trident.
Bring
It's
your
the
trident.
trident. They can't avoid. They
Come through with your tridents and your
avoid the
swords
trident.
so you can fight off these geese in midair battles on your way to work.
On your way to the party or work? Which
Yeah,
one?
wherever you're going.
Listen, I'm either working or I'm partying. You know, and that's how it's always gonna be.
Yeah. So I mean, that was
That was a very interesting conversation
I don't
about
know. This was
time travel.
Time travel kind of deterred, but
But we went
it's no
into
longer time travel, we're
advanced
going-
engineering. And-
yeah,
and-
we came up with some really solid ideas. So
if you're out there and you could build
our
it,
inventors, can you send us a prototype? We'd try it and we'd put it up on our Twitch.
yeah, we'll
I'll try
try
it
it.
off my roof.
Wow. That's
That's
scary.
some
That's a scary
motivation,
thought, but yeah, why not?
He said it, so he'll do it.
Yeah,
He's
Dave will do
usually
it.
he's one for his word.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna do it. Don't worry about it.
But yeah, so that's time travel. I think wrapped up in a nutshell.
I think that's how we feel about time travel. It is possible though. It's possible in theory, to go forward in time.
Yeah, with like black holes and stuff. Is that the thing?
No.
No.
Just by going really fucking fast
Like
around
the
the
Flash?
Earth. Like no, I mean like you're
That's
in
what
a.
Flash did.
If you're going
So you're telling
faster,
me Flash science is real science?
it is. And technically, if you're going faster than the speed of light around the Earth, technically
can
you
you-
can go.
Can you go faster than the speed of light?
No, I mean the theory
Oh, here we go.
would make it so that we have that technology. But if you go faster than the speed of light around the Earth, you technically can go forward in time without aging.
Well, Dylan, have you heard about the thing where like if you had like a telescope or something that was able to see planets from very far away in the universe,
Okay.
where it's so far away that it takes so long for light, which requires you require light to see the planet.
Okay.
It takes you so long to see it. It's so far away that you would see, let's say, like if somebody would be looking at us, they would see like Earth. I mean, like if they were
They'd
looking
see
at
the
Earth,
past,
they
right?
would see like, for instance, like to bring up dinosaurs, they would see like dinosaurs because they're
That's
so
weird.
far away. Just like for
'Cause they
instance,
see
if
the
you
light
see like if you see a
from-
supernova, you see it would like although we're looking at a star,
Mhm.
it might not actually be there.
It
It
might-
probably blew up, but
Yeah.
it just takes the star is so far away that it'll take so long for like the light is still reaching our eyes. So we would technically still see a star even though it's not there.
Yeah.
There's people out there who just don't believe that like stars are real and stuff like that.
Oh no.
Yeah,
We got those guys.
there's a lot
those
of people who just.
Neck beards.
Well, I mean,
Oh no! Here we go.
Those damn neck beards.
as you're telling,
Fedora wearing.
as you're having a
pimple
neck
forehead. I got a strong neck beard on
like
right now.
like,
Dylan may literally
he's
have a
making
neck
fun
beard.
of
I'm
himself.
trying to blend in with the crowd though.
Yeah, he's
Get
got
into their
plans.
thoughts.
He's penetrate their society.
Yeah.
like
hang
with
out,
their-
hang out their
like the
meetings.
Assassin's Creed when like you have to like
Go.
be one with the monks.
They're
That's
there.
the first one. The
Yeah,
first
you
one.
go to their meetings and they just got bowls of Doritos and
Yep, and
Oh,
Mountain
Dew.
Dew.
Oh, I hate those Doritos.
yeah, the
Bad
Cool Ranch
Doritos.
Doritos.
I don't
Not
like
even
that
the nacho.
Not even
Nacho
the
one's
regular
the best
ones,
one.
just the Cool Ranch
Uh,
ones because they're neck beards. They love
You
Cool
know what's
Ranch.
better than nacho though?
Uh-oh.
The sweet and spicy ones.
Okay,
Those are rocking.
I'll take that.
The purple one or
The
is-
purple one.
The purple one's really good too.
Yeah, I'll take that.
It's really good stuff. Terrible for you.
Why haven't they made a sour cream and onion one?
Ooh.
A sour cream and onion Dorito.
They have some wacky flavors. I don't
Do
know.
they?
I don't know if it's Doritos. but I
Cool
mean-
Ranch wouldn't be considered that or no?
I don't know. I feel like that's two distinct tastes. A sour cream and onion and a Cool Ranch.
They had a buffalo wing, spicy buffalo wing flavor once. We're talking about Dorito flavors.
They have some like aside from Doritos, they have some pretty wacky flavored like chips in general. Like I've tasted cheeseburger.
I tasted
Yeah,
ketchup.
loaded potato skins.
In Europe, they have like ketchup. They have
Ew.
they have like ham flavored.
Pussy juice.
I don't know about that one.
See,
we'd
I
have
don't
to
think that-
research
No, is that
one.
not? Is that not on the
I
market?
don't think so.
I think
That didn't
our
get through in the
engineer Andre has to figure out if they got the pussy juice flavor
Actually,
chips.
like
Lay's.
I'll save him the trouble. I'm positive that's not a flavor of
You don't think
chips.
that passed like
No,
the,
definitely did not meet any
the
of
lab
the
tests?
FDA requirements.
Are you
No,
sure?
None of that.
um,
Positive.
I don't know, George.
No, I'm positive.
Okay.
Like you guys may not be sure, but I'm positive.
Johnny, we have a new flavor for you to try out here. Just
It just came out.
The taste test.
Write down in the survey what you think about it, and then Johnny just grabs his chip. Yeah, okay. A little sour.
It was a little sour.
Is this sour cream? What is this?
Is this sour? I've been waiting for a sour
Like
cream.
a lime? I got some lime in here. Good, Johnny.
She takes down
Very nice.
notes.
He says it's lime,
Lime,
but it's really
God.
pussy juice.
So, Johnny, what do you?
What do you think of
5 out of 10? What do you think?
How's the texture?
That's crisp.
Eh,
Okay.
it's a
That's it.
Dorito. Oh, good, Johnny.
Oh,
Good. So, we'll pass that.
I'll pass. You meet the
Just the one
requirements.
guy. One
Yeah.
guy's all we need. to
China
pass these
China gets
flavors.
like 15 boxes of pussy juice Doritos.
He sees it on the like.
Like
sees it
They
on the market.
definitely
worldwide.
hand it out to like the Asian countries first, just because they're more open with their
Always.
wild flavors.
They got wild flavors for Kit Kats
Yeah,
in
so
like Japan and stuff.
That's where you'd probably find that. pussy juice flavored
God.
Doritos.
And then they'd be like, "Oh, this is such a success. Let's move it to the U.S." Like, oh,
Yeah, and then they call it something completely different.
Call it.
But it's definitely pussy juice.
Yeah.
How do they get that flavor?
What?
How do they make that flavor?
They get a couple of over 250-pound women and sit them down on a bag of
It's-
Doritos and
It's
just
very important
naked.
Okay.
that they're that
let
way.
them sit down on a bag of Doritos and absorb that scent.
Oh,
I have a question. Why does the 250-pound matter? Like,
Stronger scent.
oh, okay.
More
more sense.
more surface area it could
Nice.
cover. You know, it's just all science reasons.
science,
I don't know. Whatever they
George.
do in the labs. I'm not a lab guy.
I'm just telling you how it
Clearly.
is.
I'm just telling you how they do it. I
Clearly
don't
not a
know.
lab guy.
It's whatever they do in those labs. But that would be a good time.
Those
Have it.
Doritos.
I'd try it.
Whack. You try it.
I think I'd try it.
I try most flavors.
If it came
if
my
I'm being
way,
honest.
if it came my way, I'd be like, you know,
What if they tried like armpit sweat? Like, would you try that?
ooh, armpit sweat.
you wouldn't
Why
really
are we
try.
why are we going there?
Well,
I
I
don't
mean,
think
if
that-
we're going to pussy juice, why
mean,
why can't we go? Is that too
marketing-wise-
much of a stretch?
Marketing wise, you wouldn't have an armpit sweat.
Or ball sweat?
Definitely not that either. It's the worst.
Ball,
you wouldn't have
ball
any of those.
juice.
Do balls produce juice?
Yeah,
God.
definitely sweaty
Do
balls.
they?
Have you ever had sweaty balls?
Yeah, I guess.
That's your ball juice.
So I mean, like, you have to be gender. You have to
Yeah,
gender inclusive.
You have to have all the everyone.
Of course, you're
You're
right.
gonna get
We
pussy
can't-
juice. You're gonna have to have some
You
ball
have to have
juice.
ball sweat.
Oh.
Jockstrap.
Mmm.
Jockstrap flavored Lay's.
Extra old jockstrap flavor.
Damn it.
Lay's.
Alright, we're, you know,
All right, yeah. Let's stop.
All right.
just because I'm starting to get hungry.
Oh.
Yum, 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 yum. Give me that pussy juice flavored Dorito.
Ball sweat.
Oh, is it what food you got at this party? Oh, you got your chips,
Well, they have,
regular
like-
Doritos.
You got some of that pussy juice?
got any of that pussy juice flavor?
Sorry, what?
You gotta leave. we can't
Yeah,
have
please
you here.
leave.
Everybody's getting real uncomfortable by what you're saying.
You said pussy juice flavored chips,
Yeah,
sir.
we have girls here, man. Like, so if it's up to me, like I'd let you stay. But
Everyone else is really.
my wife
uncomfortable.
told me that you gotta go. You're starting to creep everybody out.
It's
like
like
a
a
very
regular
formal
party. It's a
party.
very formal party. Like it's a business party.
Yeah, it's the 1800s.
Oh, okay.
Victorian England, you know,
Oh man, that must have been
with
interesting too.
corsets and canes. Guys coming up in
Lots
canes.
of canes. Why people were really rocking canes like it was a fashion choice?
You ever really get your hand on a cane though and feel really cool?
No.
No, is
Yeah.
that just me?
I think so.
I just like you know how like when you're little you just go through some woods and find like a walking stick.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so
I'm sorry, we have to stop real quick because
our producer Andre, we keep calling.
he's an engineer, IT guy.
Yeah, as
or-
of today, he keeps elevating in position.
He's
but
getting promoted.
yeah, he just flashed us a picture of WWE's own Kane with the heavyweight title championship belt, and I think what he was trying to get at was that Kane is a very interesting looking individual,
Listen to
completely bald with shaved eyebrows.
me. He used to have a mask at one point.
Yeah, and that's when he was cool.
He used to be like the Undertaker's rival.
Yeah, they were brothers with an agenda against each other. Cool story arc that WWE was producing back then. But
The WWE was one of those
it's
things.
so popular though.
It's so popular, and it's like I don't know, it's fake, but it's like everyone doesn't give a shit,
Yeah.
and it's just like my favorite thing about, I guess you call it entertainment wrestling,
Mhm.
is when people do like backyard wrestling.
God,
on
that needs to
YouTube.
stop.
That's my
You guys got to
favorite
stop
thing.
doing
No,
some
keep doing
backyard.
that.
Keep
Oh
doing
my
it because
God.
it is hilarious to
It
me.
is very cringeworthy for sure. Watching some non-professional, just amateur wrestlers doing some outrageous things. Like, first of all, the acting's terrible.
Always. It's never good.
I mean, you can't have backyard wrestling without poor acting. Like,
yeah. Well, but
And props.
I think that's just inclusive to
yeah.
the state of Tennessee is where all backyard wrestling goes down.
Nowhere else.
Nowhere
Yeah, well,
else.
There goes everyone who wants to like listen from Tennessee.
Sorry, if you're a Tennessee viewer, and you're probably involved in some backyard wrestling, and
You
don't
probably-
even lie to me.
You probably
You
know
can't-
somebody.
Don't lie to yourself either. Your cousin John is probably
John.
the masked strangler in his
In the
backyard
wrestling
wrestling nickname. So let's
Yeah.
let's stop that practice, guys.
You guys, you're only hurting yourselves.
we could get into a little wrestling. Like, yeah, we could touch each other a little bit. We could
oil each other up. Do a little...
like if you're with your friends and they're getting a little rowdy and drunk, you swipe at his leg a little bit. I'm gonna wrestle you, but
I'm gonna wrestle you. You have to start with that.
Just you could get a little rowdy, but let's not throw each other through chairs and tables, and let's play
light
safe.
each other on fire.
Let's play safe, everybody.
Yeah,
I've seen people get lit on fire in like these backyard wrestling leagues. I've seen people like jump into like a pit of pins, like thumbtacks and stuff.
God, you know what else was weird?
Just don't do that.
And like, why did people find like Daredevil show like entertaining? Like, you know what I mean? Like the Daredevil antics where like Evel Knievel and you just ride a bike through jumping over like 15 school buses.
That used to be a thing.
Everybody was into that shit, and it would just fill up
stuntmen.
stadiums.
You mean like stuntmen?
Yeah, like stunt dudes
like
with
just,
shows though.
Right, like with shows and like shoot yourself out of a cannon 100 feet into the air.
Flaming ring.
I feel like it's more for like the thrill. Like although you're not like hoping that he like crashes or fails.
We're all thinking it.
But like deep down, you're like, what if he fails? Like that's some pretty crazy stuff. Like
Like I could see this man.
I guess it's just
get
that the production quality was always so low.
Yeah.
Like, and it's just not like, I guess I paid $15 into this carnival, and I'm gonna watch this on the side, but where the corn dogs at? Because this is not why I'm here.
You came here for the corn dogs.
I came here for like the fried Oreos and
the terrible foods that they have there. That
fried pickles
the
or whatever
carny
they got.
food.
Carny food.
Carny.
I feel like that's a derogatory word to anyone in the circus industry.
Probably.
Calling them a carny.
Isn't that just like short for carnival or no?
I don't know. It is technically in a way.
Well, carny is what they would call each other, or what people would call carnival folk. They would be labeled carnies, and I feel like that's like labeling them as freaks, like they don't belong to regular society. They're carnies. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
It's just a job. I don't know. I don't think so.
I didn't think I was offending anybody.
We'll look that up. We'll bring those facts back to you.
Yeah, we don't mean to offend any.
We may or may not be politically correct.
If you're a carny, just know, and you're listening right now, just give yourself a nice little tug. Reach around.
A tug?
Yeah, give yourself a pat in the back, and
we
appreciate you because you're appreciated. We like what you do.
We like the cons that you provide.
You work hard. And we know that we appreciate you.
Just like speaking of like carnivals and circuses and.
Let me know.
Like, how crazy is that? Like working with tigers. Like, what if that tiger just decides to
like Cirque du Soleil tiger and stuff?
Crazy backflips.
I would be so upset if I had to deal with a tiger.
What if it goes wrong? Like,
it would always go wrong.
Like the tiger's like, I'm hungry. You forgot to feed me. That's it.
You're getting wrecked.
You're done.
You're getting wrecked immediately.
It's going straight for your neck. Chomp.
Yeah.
Chomp.
I don't like. It's like great that they have all these things.
They don't belong there.
They just
Problem number one.
How do you know that it's tamed enough to like not kill you on sight
so
one day?
Scary.
It's a freaking tiger.
Or the elephant.
I get
just, like,
scared.
rolls on you
I get scared when you go through the safaris at like amusement parks, and you could let the chimps walk on your car and stuff like that.
Scratching your car.
Worst
Worst idea.
That's annoying.
Worst idea.
Instantly
Get the
throw
fuck out
poop
of
at
here,
you.
chimp.
That's it. That's poop right on your car.
Just
Fecal
follow
matter.
So what you
direction.
do is you go into your glove compartment and pull out a bunch of like mints that you got at the restaurants and just try and feed them.
Please tell me. Keep going. How does this end?
Well, because you want them to back the fuck up.
Is
So
this
you're
what
like,
you do, Dylan?
yeah, you go to your glove compartment. You get some mints that you got over at the local Tex-Mex place that you just
There's always a
visited last
Tex-Mex
night.
place.
Get a bunch of those mints, and it's probably shit for their digestive system. So you just throw it out the window, let them snack. Llamas that stick their head into your window, just be like, here, motherfucker. Just give them some mints.
I feel like this is a story that actually happened.
This has happened. Yeah, I threw Jolly Ranchers at a group of chimpanzees to get them away from the car,
Oh.
and it worked.
It
Whatever happened to
I bet
those
it worked.
chimpanzees, I don't know. We just kept
Dylan
driving.
frantically driving off. Like, oh no.
I regret ever coming into the safari where I could drive through it.
I don't know. It's just paint, scratch. Would you go to like a real safari adventure in Africa?
Yeah. As long as it was a guided tour
Or
kind of
Brazil.
thing.
Would you go into like the Amazon? In
Oh, the
Brazil?
Amazon is a new part of the world.
There's too many mysteries.
There's too much
I've heard of
unknowns.
stories of like just giant bugs there, like
Unknown
just
creatures,
300 feet anacondas.
tribes.
giant cockroaches.
That's like literally like the undiscovered, unexplored part of the world.
It
Like
really is.
uncharted territory. I mean, like we kind of know what's going on in there, but at the same time, like,
like,
who's really in there hanging out? Like,
There's a few people hanging out in there.
A lot of
They're not
crazy
really
creatures.
They're not really
poisonous.
friendly.
yeah,
Could you imagine getting lost in the Amazon?
having a camp, just camping out.
Why would you do that? Why would you camp? It's
Set
just
up a nice little camp.
you're only gonna like fail.
Yeah, get some marshmallows going, some wieners
Yeah,
on the
some
grill.
Brazilian
stories,
tribe
some
Yeah,
legends.
member.
Yeah, set your tent up real nice. All of a
Stabs
sudden,
you
a
with a
malaria
spear.
mosquito shows up.
Why do they come?
Hey, what's
like-
up, yo? I'm malaria mosquito.
Yeah,
I'm gonna sting you.
bites you right in the back of the neck. You're just like, well, I might
Jesus.
die here.
It looks like I got malaria now.
Yeah, spiders crawling up
Like
your
a
leg.
paralysis, like something bites you and you're just paralyzed
Right,
for
poison
like
sound-
dart frog
a
just
couple hours.
rubs off on you.
And you're poisoned by the dart frog.
Just imagine being paralyzed for like 2 hours and you literally can't
God.
move, but no one knows you're paralyzed. So you're just stuck there, but you could still see.
It's like
Harmony.
weekend at Bernie's.
You're still
Yeah,
looking.
it is like Weekend at Bernie's. You could just draw stuff all over that guy.
Like you're looking, like you could still see.
You're
and
thinking
just-
too much about parties, dude.
Listen, hey, you know, everything's a party when someone's paralyzed.
Yeah, woo.
Oh no.
Yeah, to our paralyzed listeners, know that we appreciate you. Thank you for listening, and we'll send you some goodies.
Everything's fun when you're temporarily paralyzed, is what we really meant to say.
We're like,
Yeah.
Temporarily, you know, you're just there and all these bugs are crawling on you. It's like you can't
Stabbing
do
you.
anything about it. They
Right.
start like nesting, like start creating homes in you.
Mhm.
Oh, don't say that.
Like
Mm.
ants make a little.
You know about boat flies?
God, no, I don't want to know. That's just some boat
You
flies.
brought it up, so you gotta.
What's a boat fly?
There like if you're a dirty person, a boat fly can
Oh,
like
shit.
come into your body like and nest itself inside of it.
How dirty are you talking?
Like filthy
Like
gross.
dirt,
There's like
or just like
Like
haven't
gorillas-
showered in like a week.
like Brooklyn dirty, like
Wow,
like Bushwick.
wow.
I'm assuming Bushwick is pretty dirty.
probably.
Up
Shouts
in-
out to everyone who's listening from Bushwick
Come
and
on.
Brooklyn. You're all very, very, very clean, I guess. I don't know.
Or you could be really dirty.
You could be dirty
You-
too.
If so,
We
take a
still
shower.
we
take a
still
like
you.
clean
Take a
yourself.
bath.
Try.
Pick up some soap.
Jump into a water source and clean yourself.
Any water source, your
There's
local
so many.
lake.
Your local water
river.
source.
Hudson, whatever.
Go to stop by a firefighter's.
When it's raining outside, just
Pop a
go outside real
hydrant.
quick.
Yeah, pop a fire hydrant. You know, real New Yorkers ain't pop fire hydrants.
Nice.
That was a great New York
That's
accent.
my New York. Yeah.
That wasn't
my-
disrespectful
that's
at all.
Hey, I'm going over to the Italian place to get some subs.
Oh,
And the pizza. Right?
Yeah, the pizza here is great. $1.50 a slice. I won't
Nice.
catch anything. There you go.
the clean water all over the place.
Yeah, so we love you guys.
Anyway,
if
so
you're-
the
if you're
boat
members of
flies, they crawl into your skin. This is gonna be great. This is gonna be a great conversation.
Good.
They crawl into your skin and they just only make like a nest essentially, like a hive of like boat flies, and it's just a bunch of things, like a bunch of other boat flies start to live in there. I don't know how it works 100%, but it like they're just there. There's boat flies in your body, and they have to like take them out and stuff. And like when they take them out, there's like a hole where the boat fly used to be.
Where's that? Like in your liver?
In your body, wherever they decided to nest.
What do they eat?
They just feed off. They're parasite essentially, so they feed off of
your
you.
blood.
Yeah. So there's like videos online of
I don't want to see those videos.
gorillas having them in their like stomach, like on their like outer stomach area, and there's just a doctor like ripping these bugs out,
Great.
and it's weirdly satisfying, but also gross as fuck.
I'm pretty sure that's not satisfying at all.
You haven't seen it's just like a thing. You can feel like,
It's like
the
those people that like to watch the pimple popping videos.
Oh, like just massive pus
That's
coming
disgusting.
out. Yeah, I don't
There's a
know.
It's just
Reddit
so gross.
devoted to just that.
Pop a pimple and Danny DeVito comes out.
Oh.
Why him?
That's the type of guy who would
Just the
comment
kind
on
of guy
it.
that would come out of your pimple.
Like Frank Reynolds'
Yeah.
character would pop out of there.
Well, and on that note, I think that that's all the time we've got for this
Yeah, that's-
episode.
Wraps it up.
We've
Just ended in a great note, really.
yeah, like if you got a
Float
pimple,
flies.
pop it. Maybe you'll get Danny DeVito. Maybe you'll just get regular pus
Most
or a
likely.
boat fly.
You don't challenge people to duels.
Just bathe. It's alright.
And don't get too bummed out about not being able to travel in the future, in the past, or whatever. It'll be fine.
It'll eventually show up.
It'll happen. Like, get ready for it though.
Always carry your trusty trident as well, just in your
Tridents.
future endeavors as well.
Don't fuck with people who have no armor, no swords, nothing, because
Yeah.
they will kill you. They've been through it too long.
Rule of thumb: if the guy's bigger than you, don't fight him.
Yeah, and if he has less
It's a losing
weapons,
battle.
if he has less weapons than you, and he's clearly stronger than you, run away.
Yeah. So we've covered a wide variety of topics today, none of which we're experts on, and had little to no information. So I think
I had fun.
Or facts, no facts.
no facts. So we'll come up with we'll be more prepared for the next episodes for sure. We'll come up with some good topics of facts that we've got for you. Also, check out all of our links below. Our Patreon pages, our GoFundMe. I think we got one going on.
Mhm.
We'll put a link down there. We have our Twitch, which we will be eventually doing things with.
Hopefully, in the future.
Very soon.
Right, we'll be playing games. We'll be recording ourselves. We'll have fun.
all sorts of games, all sorts of mayhem.
Feel free to support us on the Patreon.
On Le Patreon.
That's gonna be pretty much
Le Patreon.
thanks to.
Patreon.
Yeah. So I think that concludes it. And until next week, this is your main man, Dylan Booyah Barbosa, George, and Dave
How's it going?
What's doing it?
signing out.
See you later.
Catch you on the 20-minute episode following this. Later.